Welcome to OnStage at the BACP. As always, thank you so much for choosing to invite us into your home, your office, or wherever you are today. And also, welcome to what will probably be the last episode of our Summer Series 2021, at least our last episode for a while. It is September and summer's pretty much gone, so we're going to wind the series down with the second part of our interview with Tom Berenson and Ron Friedberg. If you watched last week's episode, or the last episode I should say, you heard them talk about Greater Tuna and The Odd Couple. Today they're going to talk about a couple of other shows that they were in. Ron's going to start off with talking about Creature Creeps, some of the things that went wrong during that, how we have to make adaptations in the playoffs. I think you'll enjoy that. Also then Tom is going to join Ron and they're going to be talking about 7-Year Itch, a show that they did together, and there may be something else as well, I can't remember, but I certainly do hope that you'll enjoy this episode, and so we'll just get on with it. Please welcome Ron Friedberg and then Tom Berenson.
There was a show that we did when Bob Plum was the director, or I think it was Linda Plum was the director, and it was a fundraiser, I believe, called the Creature Creeps. It was a takeoff on Young Frankenstein, actually before Young Frankenstein. A lot of the lines in Young Frankenstein are taken from the Creature Creeps. And it was about 3 brothers that were twins or triplets, and they were all trying to date. This one guy wanted to date the youngest daughter, so he portrayed 3 different men in order to get this woman out of the way, this woman out of the way, and then marry the youngest. Well, during the play, we had 3 ladies on stage that were integral to the cast, and they were all sitting on a sofa, and we were supposed to have an ongoing conversation about each of them, and they forgot their lines. And there I was, standing there, making up lines, and finally I had to give up the plot and just go to the end. And I told the whole story as a narrator. I changed my clothes 3 times on stage to show that I was 3 men, and I look up at the director who's sitting in the back, and the director goes, "Keep going." So we got through the show. Another show that we did at that theater was 7-Year Itch. We did stuff happens during shows, and that's what makes it interesting for the actors. During the 7-Year Itch, if anybody's familiar with the show, the husband accuses his wife of having an affair with a gentleman that she met, and of course she didn't, but he has a dream. And in that dream, his wife comes in and shoots him. Well, we had a prop gun set in the cushion of a sofa, and we had a newbie adult lady actress who had never done a show before, and was just as excited as could be to do it. When it was time to shoot him, she came out on stage. There's nobody on stage but those 2, and she does her bit and tells him what she's unhappy about. She goes to the sofa and she searches, and she can't find the gun. So, being a newbie that she was, she ran off stage. And her husband, Alan, was standing there wondering what to do, so he's covering, yelling at her, "Well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?" And I'm backstage, and I said, "You gotta go back on stage. You gotta go back on stage. Go find the gun, shoot the guy." So she goes, I don't know if I can. I said, "Get out there." She goes out there, she searches some more, she can't find it, and she finally got her wits about her, and she said, "Well, if I didn't have a gun, I would have a knife, and I would take it and I would stab you, stab you, stab you." And Alan just goes, "Ah!" and does the greatest death scene you've ever seen. And then the lights go out, and she goes off stage. And everybody clapped.
Yeah. You know, that's a neat thing. A lot of times, audience doesn't know.
Nope.
You know, it wasn't supposed to be like that.
And one thing, you guys,
Some more difficult shows. which we did, and build more difficult sets. We got into musicals. We didn't have an 18-piece band in the pit. We may have had a piano and a violin, but it worked.
Yeah.
We did Fiddler on the Roof with, I think we had a piano and we had a 3-piece, I think.
Yeah. 3 or 4.
And we did the whole show, and it was absolutely wonderful. We did Sound of Music.
Yeah, that was Sound
that
of
was an
Music.
excellent
Actually, that was the second show.
Right.
Yeah. First was Harvey, Sound of Music, and then Diary.
I remember that show. The oldest daughter, who we still know, lives here in Broken Arrow. She was supposed to be 16. She was about 30 and pregnant at the time. She didn't know that.
She didn't know she was pregnant?
No, she didn't know at the
Didn't know
time.
she was 30.
She was pregnant.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Later, it was really funny because her husband, I guess he didn't know either. I don't know. But anyway, it was an exciting time. During that show, we had a couple of instances where we had to make some quick changes and moves, and it all went off just like you would think it was supposed to.
As always, I think they did a great job. I want to thank you as well, not only for tuning in and supporting us during this time by watching our videos. This is going to be the last episode of our summer series 2021 for a while. We may be back with other episodes about the history, but they'll be part of another series. OnStage at the BACP isn't going anywhere. We'll be back to do other things in the coming weeks as well. But we're moving forward to start promoting our Plan 9 from outer space, and we're looking forward to putting some different kinds of stuff out about that. So you may see some on-stage interviews with some of the actors, with the director. Then there may be other posts as well. So stay tuned here on Facebook and on our website to get more information about that's coming up. We're really excited about it. I also want to thank Steve Cowan, who was in the background of some of these videos. Thank you for his time, and thank David Grant for doing the videoing of those interviews. We couldn't have done all of this without their help. So we're a big family here at the Broken Arrow Community Playhouse. If you want to be part of our family, please let us know. Let us know how you would like to be involved. You can go to our website and go to the volunteer page, fill out that information, let us know, because we'd love to have you as part of the family. So for now, that's it for Summer Series 2021, and we'll be back sometime with more on stage at the BACP.